Good afternoon. I almost said evening, but it's good afternoon. Like 4:45. I just literally got out of the shower. I had meeting with the dietitian, and then I wanted to give him all the pick up a binder and some of these clear pages for my Tim Hortons Legends of Hockey cards. Boy, it sure filled out pretty good, I think, considering how many I had or still have. So yeah, it's 20. When I went to my dietitian meeting, it was about an hour and a half. Yeah, about an hour and a half before I left. It was 28, and I just checked before this video started. It's 30. So she's a little warm out. Yeah, water is definitely needed. You think, oh, alcohol's gonna work? Yeah, no, it's just gonna make you thirstier. As well pop. Trust me, I've had both. They just make you thirstier. So let's see. So yeah, I'm really liking my. Yeah, I just finished the second to last day of my ice hockey at the 1968 tournament. Yeah, I'm a bit of a hockey historian. I like to play the games, see how they end up developing. I have to put a little reminders of who actually won, who actually lost, and see how they developed. Because just looking at the scores, yeah, that doesn't do me anything. So I get to 72. 72 was a year. No, other than the 1972 postseason and the ice hockey at the Olympics in Sapporo, Japan. There was that Summit Series between Canada and the Soviet Union. 4 games over in Canada, 4 games over in Moscow. We just had our 50th anniversary last September. Henderson has scored for Canada. Was Foster Hewitt's call? They got him out of retirement just for those 8 games. First game was in Montreal, second game was in Toronto, third game was in Winnipeg, and fourth game was in Vancouver. In Montreal, you had the Habs. In Toronto, you had the Leafs. Winnipeg, you had the Jets, who are in the World Hockey Association in 1972. It was just the beginning of this World Hockey Association. And Vancouver had the Canucks, and they end up with the Blazers of the World Hockey Association. So, yeah, I ended up watching an episode of the Golden Girls before my shower, and mention the trip to. I don't want to get into the episode details, but Dorothy was supposed to get. Well, I'm going to say Dorothy was supposed to get married to Stan again, and ended up, trying to pull a prenup deal, and she's like, "Yeah, no, get out of here." I had 2 tickets for Aruba, and I'm thinking, geez, I wonder if I've done a video on Aruba yet. I'm going to have to look that up in a bit. So I will do that. I will check later. And you may end up seeing a video about Aruba at the Olympics. At least the Olympics. They may have been at the Commonwealth Games, but first things first, I have to check and see if I actually did. Clue time. Okay, let's just get set up. Oh, we're at this will be the last clue of May, unless you're in June. On the other side of the world, or from about Eastern Europe onwards to the furthest reaches of Russia, it's already June 1st. So anyways, yesterday's Memorial Day clue for $600 was the World War I poem In Flanders Fields inspired the use of this flower as a symbol for remembering fallen soldiers. The answer was, what is a poppy? Yeah? And now to round out the Jeopardy round, Memorial Day for 1,000. Answer. This traditional song of Memorial Day was originally a call to extinguish lights. Yeah, no, I don't know. Okay. So I think I might have mentioned there's yesterday on May 30th on that day, 85. And I was thinking of their 1985 playoff record. I think they swept LA in 3 games straight, and I think beat Winnipeg in 4 games. It's a 4-game sweep, and then they beat Chicago in 6. And then they beat Philadelphia in 5 games. And so game 5 was a blowout. Yeah, late in the game, Mike Keane and the Flyers coach tried to start inside right, and yeah, you accept the fact you got beat. Don't try to start a all-out brawl. Yeah, the handshakes afterwards. Keenan was at his bench shaking the hands, and Barry Fraser wouldn't look at him. Yeah, go away. Yeah, just gave him the brush, the old shush, go away. Gave him the go away wave. Because on this day, 1987, basically the same coach Flyers team, minus Pelle Lindbergh. He was a wonderful goalie, and except for just ended up. Apparently he was drunk when he got into his. I don't know what car he was driving. He ended up crashing into a brick wall, and he ended up dying. It's tragic. So let's see. 87 was the year they changed the division semifinals from a best of 5 to a best of 7. So when I say the Oilers beat the Kings in 5 games, it was actually 4 games to 1, not 3 games to 2. So 4 games to 1 over the Kings, 4 game sweep of the Jets. Let's see, they beat Detroit in 5 games, 4 games to 1, and then they beat Philadelphia 4 games to 3. So it was like 4-1, 4-0. That's 8-1, 12-2, and 16-5. 16-5. These for Detroit is furthest playoff spot they've been probably since the 66 Stanley Cup Finals. Probably. Because I think they made the playoffs twice or 3 times between 66 and 83. And I think the furthest thing that missed or was out in one of the first 2 rounds, but Detroit got to the conference finals in 88 as well and lost in 5 games to the same Oilers. I remember watching one game, going to the next door neighbors, babysitting, and having dinner from Burger Barons. It's unfair to eat in front of a baby, though. It's like, yeah, I deserve dinner, but yeah. So so that's what happened. So, and I made it, and I think my next daily video will be tomorrow. If you see another video today, that's probably means I've done Aruba. So in the meantime, and in between time, stay tuned.